Great. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jackson.kalmar.
So, I'm sitting at my parent-teacher conference, and in walks Mrs. Sagan, a priest, and a rabbi. And I say, what is this, some kind of joke? I'm Jackson.kalmar. Let me answer the question now. Ladies, I am available. You may recognize me from doing the weather on BTV. That's right, I'm Jackson. Miss Highline came up with the name, even though she personally doesn't use it as much as sit down, Jackson, stop talking, Jackson, and the occasional, was that you, Jackson? At first, I suggested Jebediah Jackson, but it turns out there's an Amish kid over at Frost already using that. Seriously though, being on BTV is great for my self-esteem. I mean, it's pretty awesome being popular and all. At least, that's what I heard the popular kids were saying at the party I wasn't invited to. But a lot of things in this school don't make sense. Kind of like lunch detention. So let me get this straight. I have to sit by myself and no one's going to talk to me. Or as I like to call it, every day since kindergarten. Or yoga and gym class right after lunch. Trust me, nothing good comes from an 8th grade boy and the downward dog on Pizza Tuesday. Talk about false advertising. There's nothing fast about that class. Speaking of fast, for those of you that know me, you know I love cars. And every once in a while, I may like to talk about cars. There's this one guy who always points it out. Jackson, all you do is talk about cars. Oh yeah? Well, all you ever do is talk about the past. Turns out, it's my social studies teacher. How much hair the government allows in our food. Nasty. I personally eaten enough to poop out a new wig for Donald Trump. Speaking about people pointing things out, how about those school bullies? There's this one kid in one of my classes that can make me feel bad about anything. The other day, he was making fun of me because my pants weren't long enough. They were shorts! The bad thing about bullies is, they're just not smart. I mean, I'd get a sponsor if it were me. Hey kid, you got pimples. You should use Proactive. Where'd you get those shoes, Goodwill? Just do it. Boy, you are fat. This bullying is sponsored by Nutrisystem. I mean, there's money to be made here, people. Yeah. You know, bullies do serve a good purpose at school. You could be walking around really short and not even know it. It would be nice though if they gave a solution along with the bullying. Hey kid, you're short. Here, you can stay on top of this 7th grader. Yeah, I'm gonna miss those bullies when I go to high school. We had some good times. High school, yikes, sounds scary. Good thing I took the career path assessment earlier this year. Turns out, I'm on the path to be a beekeeper, a trucker, or a model. My mom thought the last one was dead on, by the way. Well, I better wrap it up. Jebediah hooks me up with this Frost hottie who's gonna be a nurse, diesel mechanic, or photographer. He's letting me use the family buggy for the night. That baby's got some real horsepower.